Alright, this is gonna be my best attempt at like a beginner's tutorial for Rematch. So for those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Zojalix. I'm an esports caster. Been diving into Rematch. I've already put a ton of time in. I put a ton of time in the last beta, as well as I am been playing early access. So there are a couple of things that I want to just talk about because these are things that I see constantly all the time, and it's been honestly high-key driving me nuts. So, first things first about Rematch. It is a team game first. Okay? It is a team game first. It is not a solo game. We are not in Blue Lock. You will lose 90% of your games if you don't play as a team. It is really easy to want to be like, oh, I'm gonna just go crazy and dribble all over the place and hit some like epic shot like that when I completely messed up my own dribble. But that's fine. Okay? You need to play as a team. Find ways to set your team up, whether that's crossing it off the crossbar like that. That's a way that you can set up your team for a goal. Another way you can do it is you can just do a little pop pass over this way, or you can pop it that way. Like, you have so many different ways that you can play as a team. Utilize them. I have seen people do a pass with a rainbow flick like that. Like, there's really no excuse to not play as a team other than just you're trying to be a Blue Lock character. And if you are that, you're just going to make everybody on your team mad. Even other people who are egoists like that and are just going to try and do everything themselves. Okay? Just play as a team. And I promise you, the game will become so much more fun. Okay? Second thing that I'm going to talk about is actually kind of a mechanical thing when it comes to dribbling. Normally, like you can see, I have ball control here. You can dribble and sprint with it, but you can also tell I move pretty slow. That's because in soccer or football, the ball always moves faster than you. Okay, no matter what, the ball, because you are dribbling the ball, it will always, always, always move faster than you. So if you are on defense, let's say we're kicking the ball this way, unless, like, on defense, look at how fast the ball is moving. Even if I'm utilizing my extra effort to try and get that extra speed, it takes me so long to catch up to the ball. And that's going to be the case even if you are on defense. So if, let's say, the ball is a defender, okay, I'll try and utilize this as best as I can in free play. Okay. The ball is running ahead of you. Don't burn your extra effort to try and catch up, because then the dribbler is just going to burn theirs. Instead, if you can, let's say the ball is heading towards the corner this way. Instead, run this way to cut off passing lanes. Because then if you're over here and you're kind of hugging around here in front of the goal, your keeper can play closer back to the box and cut off these tighter angles, and then you're here to intercept the crosses, either with a header or with another, like one of the ways that I intercept passes is I'll be standing here in the middle, the ball will come, and I'll just send it out that way. Or I'll send it out to a teammate or kind of whoever is available. Okay? That is another easy thing that you can do. Now, this final trick, these are like some of the most like common mistakes that I see. So these are the things that I want to that I'm covering real quick. I'm not trying to make like a comprehensive tutorial. I know I'm not good enough for that. These are just some simple mistakes that every single beginner that I see makes, and I want to be able to help stop them. Okay, so the final thing that I want to talk about is this is going to be for something for my goalkeepers. And I see this every single time, and it drives me nuts. So let's say, the ball is coming forward. I go, I dive for it, and I catch it. Now I hold it. Every single goalkeeper I see, first thing they do is just send it as far as they possibly can. Okay? Which, in the moment, would make sense, because you're just taking the ball, you're sending it flying across the map, it's now on the opposite side. The problem is unless you have a dedicated striker, which in this game, most of the time is not going to be the case. At high level, it might be. In low level, when you're just starting out, that's not going to be the case. So most of the time, your teammates are probably barely even going to make it, you might have one that's past midfield by the time you get the ball. Unless you have somebody who is just trying to score all the goals and is hanging out back there, which is fine. It is a strategy. I'm not going to say don't do that. But if you are a goalie, don't make your first instinct to just send it out as far as you can. Because then, most likely, as you can see when I send it out, okay, as you can see when I send it out, even from back at the penalty box, if nobody on my team is there, it's just going to go right back to the opposing keeper. And then they're going to boot it, and now your counterattack is completely gone. You have no chance to get a good counterattack. So instead, what you should do is look for a teammate. Even if you're just trying to get it away from the goal, don't just boot it. Or if you are going to boot it to a corner. Send it off, give it a good chunk of curve. That way, the keeper is going to have to play super risky to go out and get it. Because you can see when I sent it there, the ball obviously is now sitting, which wouldn't be the case in a game. But the ball is sitting right there in the corner. That means in order for the keeper, if the keeper wanted to go get it, they would have to run all the way out here. And if you have teammates that are ready for it, you have either drawn the keeper out, which allows you to then just pop it up and over and into the net, or you have given your teammate a teammate or a teammate or a group of teammates a 1v1 or a 2v1 against the goalie, where they can now do some funky dribblings, try and pop it over to get it in, or if they're really smart, they'll try some sort of play to get it in. Like, there's so many different things that you can do in order to secure yourself a better scoring opportunity. When you are a goalkeeper, you can set your teammates up so much better than just booting it and hoping it works. My personal recommendation every single time, look for a short pass. Okay, one of the things that always happens is people get stressed out and they try so hard to just make a play happen. They try so hard to get in there and get it done. You don't have to do that. Just take your time, relax, play as a team, pass the ball, and you'll be fine. Okay, that's really all that I have. These aren't really any crazy mechanical things. These are just some positioning things that I see and some decision making that can honestly level you up quite a bit. And I think that would be something that for every single player that will be extraordinarily helpful in Rematch. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Make sure you guys also check out my Rematch podcast called Beyond the Pitch. That will not be linked in the description, but you can find it by searching Beyond the Pitch, and you can then get caught up with any and all competitive Rematch news. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you later.